Shalom, everyone. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. For by favor you have been saved through belief, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Elohim. It is not by works, so that no one should boast. Okay, I want to state right off the bat, I agree with that. I believe that. Okay. And to add to that, John chapter 14, verse 6, he says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody comes to the Father except through me. I believe that. YaHuWaH is the Savior, not of yourselves. Okay. However, Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10. For we are his workmanship, created in Messiah YaHuWaH unto good works, which Elohim prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. Now, I just want to read that because I believe that Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9 is often taken out of context, and that these verses are used as justification for idleness, stagnation, and not keeping commandments. But you read it in context, chapter 2, verses 8 through 10, okay? There's more to it here. Titus chapter 2, verse 14. This is similar to the verses I just read. Titus 2:14, who gave himself for us to redeem us from all lawlessness, and to cleanse for himself a people, his own possession, zealous for good works. Okay, so who gave himself for us to redeem us from all lawlessness. Okay, YaHuWaH is the Savior. Without him, there is no salvation. To cleanse himself a people, okay, his own possession. But the characteristic of his people is that they should be zealous for good works. Okay, so it's like in Revelation chapter 3, when he says to the church of Laodicea, I would rather you be hot or cold, okay, but because you are lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. Okay, one of the characteristics of hot in the faith is to be zealous for good works. You want to do things for the kingdom. You want to do things that please him. You want to keep commandments. Okay? That is a characteristic of being hot. What is a characteristic of being lukewarm? Being idle. That's what I believe. All right? Titus chapter 1, verse 16. They profess to know Elohim, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unfit for any good work. Okay, I'm just sharing what the word actually reads here. Titus chapter 3, verse 8. Trustworthy is the word, and in this regard I wish you to strongly affirm that those who have believed in Elohim should keep their minds on maintaining good works. This is good and profitable to men. Titus 3:14. And our brothers should also learn to maintain good works, to meet urgent needs, so that they shall not be without fruit. Okay? What happens to those who are without fruit? Messiah himself says, Matthew chapter 7, verse 19, every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. All right? 1 John chapter 2, verses 3 through 7. And by this we know that we know him if we guard his commands. The one who says, I know him, and does not guard his commands is a liar, and the truth is not in him. But whoever guards his word, truly the love of Elohim has been perfected in him. By this we know that we are in him. The one who says he stays in him ought himself also to walk even as he walked. Beloved, I write no fresh command to you, but an old command, which you have had from the beginning. The old command is the word which you heard from the beginning. Okay, so in verse 5 here where it reads, whoever guards his word, truly the love of Elohim has been perfected in him. By this we know that we are in him. Okay, whoever guards his word. So again, going back to the assemblies, when he is addressing the assembly or the church of Philadelphia, okay, this is the only assembly that he finds no fault in, where no fault is there for us to read. Okay, so in Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, when he is addressing Philadelphia, he says, "Because you have guarded my word of endurance, I also shall guard you from the hour of trial which shall come upon all the world, to try those who dwell on the earth." Okay? Matthew chapter 16, verse 27. "For the Son of Adam is going to come in the esteem of his Father with his messengers, and then he shall reward each according to his works." Revelation chapter 22, verses 12 through 14. "And see, I am coming speedily, and my reward is with me, to give to each according to his work. I am the Aleph and the Tau, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are those doing his commands, so that the authority shall be theirs unto the tree of life, and to enter through the gates into the city." Wow. Okay, so in Matthew chapter 25, it is, I guess, it is a parable where he says that he will, basically ask for a return on the parable of the talents. Okay, and there is that, one says, "Hey, I had 2 talents, and here's 2 more talents," and it's like, "Good job, faithful servant. Enter into the kingdom." But there is one who says to him that he did nothing with his talent, but hid that in the ground. Okay, and Messiah's response to him in Matthew 25, verse 26 is this: "And his master answering said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gathered where I have not scattered seed." Okay, and the result of this is Matthew 25, verse 30. "And throw the worthless servant out into outer darkness, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth." So basically, if he has given us a talent, if he has given you a particular gift or a talent, you're expected to put this to use. If you are his workmanship, but you waste your talent, this is what I think happens. "Throw the worthless servant out into outer darkness, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth." I'm telling you, I don't want to find out what that means. Okay? So, Luke chapter 13, verses 23 and 24. I have read this before in other videos, and I think that these are a couple verses that should really be always remembered. Okay? "And someone said to him, Master, are there few being saved? And he said to them, Strive to enter through the narrow gate, because many, I say to you, shall seek to enter in and shall not be able." I mean, people should be seeking to understand what exactly that means. Isaiah chapter 66, verses 1 and 2. "Thus said YaHuWaH, The heavens are my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is this house that you build for me? And where is this place of my rest? And all these my hand has made, and all these that exist, declares YaHuWaH. Yet to such a one I look, on him who is poor and bruised of spirit, and who trembles at my word." Okay, so there is a correlation between, and who trembles at my word. I think that people should be trembling at the words in Matthew 25 regarding who he deems a lazy and worthless servant who did nothing with the gift that was given to them to be zealous to do something with, right? So it's just, the point of this is just to encourage people out there, anybody who may be listening, to try to put to use for the kingdom, for the benefit of others, what he has given to you, whatever it may be. Also, this is an end time prophecy out of 2 Baruch, chapter 32, verse 1. "But as for you, if ye prepare your hearts, so as to sow in them the fruits of the Torah, it shall protect you in that time in which El Elohim is to shake the whole creation. Now, this is a strong correlation between what was read in Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. If you guard my word, I will guard you during the hour of trial which is to come upon all the earth. That hour of trial which is to come upon all the earth is the same thing that is spoken of here, that is written here, in which El Elohim is to shake the whole creation. So, this is why I believe the Roman beast system removed books like 2nd Baruch from the standard canon, because this makes it clear the importance of keeping commandments. Okay? I'm going to read that again. But as for you, if ye prepare your hearts so as to sow in them the fruits of the Torah, it shall protect you in that time in which El Elohim is to shake the whole creation. Okay, so think about what was read in Revelation 22:14. Okay, blessed are those doing his commands, so that that they may have the right to enter in through the gates into the city and to the tree of life. Okay, also Revelation 3:10. YaHuWaH did not come with a different teaching. He said in John chapter 7, verse 16, my teaching is not mine, but his who sent me. Okay? So also, and always remember, I say this a lot in videos, Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. Okay, this differentiates a group from those who have received the mark of the beast, which is described in Revelation 14, 9 through 11. But in Revelation 14, 12, okay, we are told that, that the set-apart ones, the characteristics of the set-apart ones, here is the patience of the set-apart ones, or here is the patience of the saints, as some versions read, that are guarding the commands of YaHuWaH and the belief of YaHuWaH. Also, Revelation 12:17 tells us, it defines the remnant as those who guard his commands and have the witness of YaHuWaH. And then we're told in Revelation chapter 19, the witness of YaHuWaH is the spirit of prophecy. Okay? So thanks for listening.